Content over everything. Go over there. Can we? Is it possible to go over there? Is it possible? I beg you. Otherwise, I want to go there. How are you, sir? You're looking bulky, innit?
Where we going?
Have you been buying some extra weight from somewhere? Yes. Tell me where.
Respect.
Are you? What?
Man himself.
It's not about the we'll be our uncle. Good fun.
I'm just giving you
Busy day today.
No, it's over here.
I beg you, shake that towards petrol, please. I need you to come down here. You need to come down here.
Well, I appreciate it. I won't lie to you. I appreciate it. I'm taking it in front of you. But what should
sleep. When you
don't let nobody lie to you. Check the thing.
if you have a great day,
Yeah, Baba Craig. Yeah. Bless. Of course. Of course. Hold time. Baba, yeah, man. Hold it for us.
What do you want me to bring Uncle? Shall I come over with these?
I don't even know. I thought we was going to be here.
Anyway, you want me, man?
what do you really want to know? Well, like what? You know everything.
Like everybody's
We're not having a fight. We're having a conversation.
Yes, that's a fact.
As soon as we start fighting, then we're no longer humans. God created us in a different form where we can have a dialogue. We can talk. That's why words are very powerful. A person who refuses to listen and be honest to himself becomes automatically an enemy to his own soul and to his own community and to his own people. If you're honest to yourself, you have no problem. The problem is that we are the enemies. We are the enemies first. Man is an enemy to his own soul. You're not my enemy. We are the enemy. Sometimes you're an enemy to yourself because you are being selfish, not being honest, and not being open-minded. Sometimes you can't look at the coin from one side. You gotta be open-minded. You cannot judge the book by the cover. You gotta be willing to listen and learn. It's easy to condemn. It's easy to be negative. But in reality, you got your phone, you drive a car, right? But what makes it start? Have you seen a battery that is only positive? Have you seen a battery that is only negative? It won't work. It's simple mathematics. You need the negativity and the positivity. Now, the secret is, it's very simple. We complicate things. We complicate life by ourselves.
Because life is boring sometimes. That's why.
We complicate things by
Come on,
ourselves.
I like that other word. I like that other word. Use it again for me. Use it again for me. It was your word.
Yes,
Don't forget it was your word.
The worst enemy to man is man himself.
Yeah, come on, use that other word.
No,
for me.
bring
Come
it back.
on,
Just
come
say
on, roll it back for me.
Sometimes I speak
I like
and
that.
I don't.
No, it's inherent in you. That's why it came out. It's inherent in you.
That's what I want to know because I spoke it and I'm not focusing. But what I'm keep saying is, there is no problem. The problem, we are the problem.
Well, there you go.
So how
We
do we
are the
deal with
problem.
ourselves? How do we deal with ourselves?
Simple. Every person, you are responsible for your own soul, for your own doing. You do good, my brother, you done good for yourself. You did bad, too bad for you, bro. When you're in your grave, if there is hell, I'm not telling you there is hell, but if there is, you're going to face it alone. And if there is heaven, because you have done something good, you're going to enjoy it on your own.
I'm not interested in heaven.
That's your business. It's not of my. I'm not here to judge you, and I don't need to judge you. What is important? I always say we are all part of God. Whether you're a Christian, whether you're a Muslim, whether you're a Jew, no man is better than any other man, and no man can judge a man. Any man that
But
thinks
we are judging ourselves.
I am not judging you. You speak for yourself. I'm not judging you. I will not judge nobody.
Maybe you, but I do judge people.
I am not God, and I will never take the place of God, because I believe one thing: in the eye of the Lord, we are all equal. Now we have a choice, and we have a power to be ignorant. We could. You understand? That's why I keep saying, man, his worst enemy is man himself. We always need to watch out from ourselves first. If we try to understand ourselves, and be honest to ourselves, we have found half of the problem.
So basically,
If we try to be honest to ourselves and be honest to ourselves, then we have found half of the problem. And the other half problem is action. Words are cheap. To hold the Bible and preach it is easy. To hold the Quran and preach it is easy. What religion is not about reading it. It's how you deal with your brother, how you deal with the human, how you deal with the human being.
Well, it's a great point.
It's how we interact.
it's the only point. Yeah.
This is how we interact. That's what makes us human. As soon as we start fighting and killing each other, we become animals. Why animals
No,
fight?
even we shouldn't even blame animals.
We don't blame them.
Yeah, no, we say we become animals. We
are.
always like to blame animals.
Yeah,
that
what I'm saying, we're just giving an example.
When we misbehave,
Yes,
we
yes.
become them.
Them,
No.
exactly, exactly.
They don't like that stuff.
Exactly,
They
that's
don't
true.
like. They like us to be. Come on, guys.
So that's
be
why
yourselves.
what I said.
Yeah.
I was born in Africa, and I am raised up in Africa, and I live in Africa. I come here to do what I gotta do, and I go back home, and that's my country.
So basically, you're using this country to get something.
It
and then go
doesn't
back.
matter what I do. It's my own personal
come on,
business.
brother.
You understand?
I'm
And I tell you
winding
what,
up.
and I-
Winding up.
Personally, I'm doing
He's winding you
No,
up. He
I'm
knows
I'm
he's
saving
winding
can't
money
up.
and I'm sending it back to Romania. So I'm using this
I'm not
country
using
for
this country.
resources
I'm not using. You know what?
to develop another part of the world.
No.
I am doing that, sorry.
Listen, that's good for you. You are entitled. You see, you're entitled to do what the heck you want. But I personally,
Yes.
I have great respect for this country because it's a country that is full of tolerance, and it practices what religion talks about. It practices it. Probably they don't pray 24/7, but religion talks about tolerance. And we are sitting here in a place where there is tolerance. There are some places in Africa you won't even dare to say one word. He knows what I'm talking about. They'll make you.
fair enough.
They will put you in a mince
Tie
meat.
you up
Yeah,
quick.
there's
They'll
certain
put
places
you in a
London you can't
shredder.
say things up.
They'll put you in a shredder.
There's certain places in London you can't say these things.
Well, at least they
You can more or
have.
less say anything in this
No,
country.
but
you know,
at
in
least
most-
they
in
have
most
given.
cases.
At least they have given us a
Safe,
spot.
safe space. Yeah.
Exactly. But that's why. I
Anyway,
say,
we know what we're saying.
we-
He knows,
we-
you know,
what
we
we're
all know
saying-
on that level, yeah.
You see, you gotta respect even your neighbor. You can't. If I respect myself and I don't respect you, I have failed humanity.
Don't run away.
But we're not
Yeah, you
respecting.
gotta-
Anthony.
If you chose not to respect me, it's your business. You understand? But my duty is to respect every human being, even the tree, the animal, because we are all part of God's creation.
Now let me ask you something. Let me
Yes,
ask
sir.
you. Let me ask you something.
Yes, sir.
Let me ask you something. Can humans?
Yes.
Can they live right? Can humans live right without an absolute guide? Can humans live right
We-
without an absolute guide?
We have an inbuilt manual in us.
I understand that one. I understand that one, and I agree.
Some people
Yeah.
choose to understand the inbuilt manual.
But don't forget what I'm asking you.
Yeah,
Uncle.
okay, sorry,
Who
go
I'm
ahead.
asking you.
Go
I know you understand, and I agree with you that we have the inbuilt. I teach that. I say that. Yeah. I confess that. Yeah.
All right.
And we use scripture to back that up. Yeah.
True, sir.
But what I want to say is, using excuse me, a multicultural context
Yes.
or setting that we have, whereby what you may call your values, yeah, your values, yours, yeah, which is something predicated on maybe the specific location where you grew up. Say, for example, I come from Nigeria. It's a country.
Yes.
In Nigeria, there's different tribes. Yeah,
I know that.
There's those tribes who believe in eating dogs. There's those tribes who believe in eating pigs.
True.
There's and there's tribes who believe in not touching those too.
True.
When we meet, we can agree on everything else, but because we disagree on those two things, there's no way for us to mix.
True.
We can't, because we can only mix until lunchtime. We'll only be able to mix until lunch. As soon as lunch comes, I gotta become your enemy, because in Africa, if they cook in a house, offer you the food, and you say no, you must tell them why.
It's an insult.
It's an insult. So we're only gonna be friends until lunch. So it means we can't go together. Like the book says, can two go together unless they be agreed. So what I'm saying is, with that example in mind, can we, me and you and him and him and him and him, in this multicultural context, can we move together since we have those niggling problems
It's very simple.
behind us, even though we have a lot in common?
Yeah. Let's simplify everything. Yeah? We simplify things. Forget our religion. Let's put religion about.
It's not religion.
No, okay, I know. I'm
Culture.
coming- yeah,
Culture as-
culture,
yeah,
culture.
culture,
The
yeah,
problem
yeah.
we have in Africa. Were you born there or you were born here?
I was born here
Okay, good.
by Africans.
Okay, fair enough. It doesn't matter.
Just to say
No, no,
it's still
yeah,
Africa.
yeah, true,
Look,
true.
my mother's womb is Africa.
No, it doesn't.
You see,
you're-
that womb was
exactly. Yeah, fair,
Well, you see
fair.
what I'm saying?
I just wanted a
Yeah,
clarification.
yeah.
That's
Because I
all.
don't want people to think we're saying we're African and we've divorced ourselves from that cultural spirituality.
You see,
You see, we may be born in China, we'll still be Africans.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
The same
Yeah.
way Chinese will be born in London, they still want to be Chinese. They don't want any mixture.
because
Although some of
you
them
see,
might
it's
say,
your
you know,
culture.
I'm
It's
American.
Or they
everybody-
say that for political points, innit?
It's all about.
But yeah, but,
it's
yeah,
all
but
about
we
culture.
understand. Yeah, but go on,
But
Uncle,
it
with your
don't-
main
yeah,
with your main
yeah,
thing.
We're
Yeah, sorry to
I-
stop you.
No,
when
no,
I-
no,
when I
sorry.
did, yeah.
Sorry, we're just having a conversation.
Okay.
Yeah. So basically, you're trying to say, if we can all live together, of course we can, because it's a proof. I'm coming. Right now in England, you can see it's a multiple culture place,
Right.
and everybody's minding his business and doing his own business. The fingers are not equal, but they're all useful and they all have different purposes. Even your two hands, your left hand and the right hand, they're not the same. Even the thumbprints are not the same. So we came to this wall alone, and we shall depart from this wall alone. So that means there are certain things in life you cannot. Every individual, you gotta respect his own space and his own way, because what you can comprehend, what is happening today in the world, you send people to school and you educate them. Some person will read the Bible, and what you see in the Bible and what the other person sees is two different.
Different things. Yeah.
And they start arguing about the same chapter because it's how he sees things, it's how he comprehends. That's why every fingerprint is not the same.
Okay.
Yeah.
So your main point would be to say,
The will. That's why I said will is very powerful. To think positive, to be positive, you can overcome everything in life. But if you're somebody who wants to adapt and look for faults and negativity, you will never prosper.
but look at my question.
Yes,
Look at my question.
Your question is, you're saying that if people can live.
No. I'm saying,
Yeah.
is it possible for us to live as humans without an absolute guide? I.e.,
And now you're coming to clarification. Now you're coming to
yeah,
guide.
because the reason I'm asking you is because
Guide, when you say guide, you're talking about God, right?
I don't want to say God because I don't deal with God.
Okay.
Number one,
Natural guide.
I'm talking about our Creator. Yeah,
okay.
for those who believe that we were created
Yes.
by an awesome designer.
Yes.
All right.
By a father, by a
yeah,
creative
yeah,
power,
yeah.
creative power.
We're waiting for those who negate that.
Yeah.
And I know you're not. I know you're not doing that. But I'm saying, since we're scattered all over the earth, and we have different cultures, different tribes, different skin color, different, so and so forth.
But we came
If
from one resource.
We came from one original, yeah,
Exactly.
yeah. Now, for us to go back to live, and a lot of people will say, Brother Ty should already know the answer. I'm not asking for answers.
no,
I'm
we-
asking for how you see it. You see?
Yeah.
So I'm saying, how could we possibly live together without the same creator being the one who is in control of what we do? Because if we are, I don't know if we got a device I can use here. What phone have you got, brother? Who's got a Samsung phone?
I have.
Let me just use your phone quickly.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying, yeah?
Sorry.
Yeah, sorry, brother. I know I'm wasting time.
No.
You can give me all your credit cards as well. Anthony, you can't do that. You can't give me only the phone and take
only
the
give you
credit
the
cards
phone.
away.
And that's the way
You
it's
see what
going to
people
be.
do? Hand me the whole thing. So
Yeah.
I'm saying, say we there's like a million different handsets
And different brands
and
nowadays,
but let's just confine it to to the two Samsungs. At
Yeah.
least people can see
Yeah,
there's
just-
one big, there's one small,
Yes,
there's
sir.
one really slick, which
Yeah.
I'll be taking
That's
home.
right.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, that's
And
right. That's me.
There's
The slick one.
there's the other one which I'll be
Yeah, I'm
leaving
the
here.
slick one.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we're here now,
Yeah.
and the same creator made these two.
True.
Yeah, and in his manual we would find that what almost works. I mean, you know, because we're not talking about, we're talking about models here.
Can I
And
shorten-
hold on, no, don't I need to finish this. Don't forget when the creator made man,
Yeah.
he didn't make models like this.
Yeah,
is
he only
this
created
is
one.
this is
Yeah.
model A.
but what-
Hold on, Anthony. Let me finish.
Here's a question.
Anthony,
Here's a question.
hold on. Before
Did-
let me finish my question.
Did God make a prototype or an antitype? What did he do?
No, just hold on.
What did he do?
Hold on. Just hold on.
What did he do?
We won't be using those
Yeah,
proto and
yeah,
anti.
exactly.
Those are man-made
Bit of an animal or
concepts.
something else? What's going
Just
on?
hold on. Just hold
Another
on.
story's going
Hold on. Let me. Okay, we'll hold that question.
I can't
We'll
calm
we'll
down.
hold
What's wrong
that.
with you?
We'll hold that question
All right,
in
all right,
another
all right.
hand. But before we get there,
Yeah.
when the creator made man, he said, "Come, let us."
He blow his own image.
Yeah.
His
Before.
own spirit into
Yeah.
him.
But before he did all of that, he said, once his decision was made to make man, he said, "Come, let us make man." Yeah. He didn't say, "Let's make model 1,
Yeah, two,
model 2,
true, yeah.
Subaru X,
Yeah,
BMW X5." No, he said
X6,
man.
yeah.
Yeah. And that man includes the woman that comes out of him. Yeah.
Yeah.
So the point here is, if now we concede that we were made by that one creator
Which
who made all of us, yeah. When we now want to correct our ways and want to get back to the peace that he made, the righteousness that he built, and the joy. Hold on.
You're missing one part. You're missing one part.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Quickly
Continue
put it in
continue
there.
with man.
Okay.
Yeah. When he created man, and then after.
Oh, don't
what
worry.
happened?
The creation is not
Yeah,
the main thing
yeah,
here.
okay.
The main thing here is what we need to do
Yes.
since we're here now.
Yeah, okay,
Yeah. So what I'm saying is, since we're here now, we're all men.
Yes.
Anybody will look at us and call all of us man.
Men, yeah.
They'll say mankind,
True.
which includes our women.
True.
Yeah. But we're all going wrong. We all got different nations, different cultures, different value systems.
True.
England got different laws than China. Saudi Arabia got different laws than Japan, and so on and so forth. But we're all men made by the same one creator.
True.
Now that there's a problem, should we not follow that one creator's manual? That one creator's manual.
But how do you
Hold
do
on, we gotta finish one before we move to the next.
Yeah.
Should we not follow that one creator's manual, since we concede that we were all made by one? Yeah? And if it's only one creator, how do we have so many different manuals to follow?
Different religions here.
I'm not even calling them the religions, because we're saying, hold on, come over here.
Oh, you call him? You're calling him, but you won't call me?
No, we all want to be in here.
Yeah.
No, uncle, I'm saying so.
Oh,
Okay, hold on.
provoking. All right.
Hold on.
Is that what I got to do?
If
Hold
we
on,
talk-
no,
if
we
talk-
wanna-
if-
we all
if
wanna
we
come
talk-
in here.
Yeah, if we talk about religion, different
This
religions.
why- you see why-
It will go forever.
Did you see why I
Yeah,
didn't want to
see.
use the word religion?
Exactly.
Because once you use the word religion,
You know, when I-
religious radicalists jump in. But when we were using the word creator, they had a problem. They didn't know how to get in. The door was closed.
That's why I.
polite
That's,
because
that's
you
why.
should not get at me.
That's
Huh?
why I. Said,
Now, uncle,
Yeah.
look at this situation. Religious people always run from truth. Because the thing is simple, like you said. You said the word and I wanted you to repeat it. You said, we complicate life.
Right, exactly.
Now our creator made us. Who should we return to for the answers? Period. Now, no, we're not talking individual. We're talking of nations,
we're trying to-
systems. You don't forget, we're not talking about like what you do, what I do. That's another subject. What we wanna deal with first. What we wanna deal with first. Are you still here, Anthony? Brother Peter, come on here. You're a Christian. Come on in here. Problem? we don't do problems.
We're having
We
a
do solutions here.
What do you
Look
want-
at what we're
what do you
saying.
want- What do you want? What do you want done?
No, because we got to have a consensus on truth before we're not allowed to speak anymore. The time is coming soon, family. It's like, who knows, weeks, months away when they're going to tell, look, In Nigeria right now, they're passing laws. You can't preach unless you have a license.
Yeah.
It's coming. The United Nations, they're doing all sorts of things while we fall asleep. So if people don't get the answers right now, why do you think above are coming down today? Do you know what it cost me in terms of everything?
America read to the Bible now.
Yeah. So what we're saying is, let people hear the thing now, so when we stop from speaking, they can reason properly.
So
So the question, again, before you add one more, which we don't mind, just so people hear the question, Brother Peter, is...
you got my phone, by the way.
Oh, sorry. What we're trying to say is, let's ask it again. Come on, Brother Anthony. What we're asking again is, since the Creator made us all, since He made us all, and we're looking for solutions, shouldn't we go back to His manual?
Absolutely.
Should we go back to religion or to His manual?
Go back to the manual.
No, come on, that's why I want the Muslim brother. That's why I want the Muslim brother. Should we go to his manual or to the religion? Because the religion is different to the manual. So
Yes,
absolutely.
that's my question.
I'll say
There you
you stick to the manual.
Stick to the manual.
But if
The original
what are you doing? What are you doing? Look at this. Look at this. He's smiling as well. He's smiling.
The original manual. Brother Anthony, you hold this for a second.
The original manual that is built in every human being.
Hold on.
That is
No,
built.
that's not true.
Wait, hold
Brother,
on a second.
hold on.
That is built.
Let him explain himself.
You don't have conscience in you.
I have a conscience,
That's
but I
it.
need to know
It's-
the commands of God.
Where is
But
the
For that
exactly?
conscience to come
where
alive.
exactly is it?
Yeah.
God is in everybody.
Oh, hold on, hold on.
God
Brother,
speaks
what's your
to you.
name, brother?
Yes.
Brother Yas.
exactly
Yeah.
is it?
Brother
Where
Yas,
exactly
Thai,
is
yeah?
it?
Yeah. Nice to meet you.
Can we not use the word God and use
Yeah.
creator?
Creator,
Because
okay,
it
good.
starts bringing in things.
Conflicts.
It brings in some conflict.
Yeah, yeah.
Or we can relate to we have a
Creator,
creator
a
for now.
creator, yeah.
Just because you heard the Muslim brother, he asked a quick question, then he ran away.
And I believe the Creator speaks to each and every person through his conscience.
You believe or you know?
I know.
You also know. Fair
I know.
enough.
What do you mean
I
by
know.
conscious? When you say conscious, what do you mean exactly? It's
Conscious.
a whole word for me.
Explain
No,
for
I
him
don't understand
conscience.
I'll
Conscience.
set your mind to decide what's right and what's wrong.
You know, when you had a positive
yeah.
day,
If you steal something, your conscience will tell you.
Can we
that's
can
wrong.
we can we can we actually break down we actually break down the definition?
Yeah.
Even though we're
What's the
speaking
exact
we're
definition?
speaking English Latin
the
here.
word
Yeah,
definition.
Yeah. The word conscience means all knowledge.
Exactly.
All knowledge. I know we can parlay it and overlay and relay. It just means just means all round.
All right, yeah.
And science is the word science, which means knowing, knowledge.
Okay.
All right. So it's the all-knowing
All-knowing.
which was put into us in creation.
Is our conscience?
We all
Now,
some choose to
now, with
relate
that in
with it.
mind, with that in mind,
And
with
some-
that in
yeah.
mind, can conscience be corrupted? Because you're talking about doing something.
It's like a plant. It's like a
There you
plant. If you plant a seed in the ground and you don't water it, is it going to grow?
Subjective, you know.
Chances-
I
chances
know.
are very
Yeah,
slim.
let's say no. Let's just say no. Yeah, fair enough.
But if you have a plant and you do water it,
Either
and
you do
attend
the
to it,
righteousness. Yeah.
the righteousness,
Yeah, yeah.
it shall grow.
It shall grow. Yeah.
And if you planted this seed to bear a fruit, and within time and patience,
with the right things,
with the right things that
Yeah.
you're paying attention to it,
we expect it to grow.
exactly. So
Right.
that's why I say, that's why you have families. Now, if a person, every human being has a conscience in him, whether he knows the Creator, whether he is a Christian, whether he is a Muslim, whatever he is, as long as he's human, even animals.
Hold on. I don't want to go
Yeah,
too far.
yeah.
Would you say Hitler has a conscience that you have?
Of course.
No, because I want us
hold
to
on, hold
squash
on.
that thing so we can
No,
reason
no,
properly.
yeah.
So,
Hitler, in his own opinion, if you ask some Germans, Of course he did, because in his point of view, he's doing the right thing.
That's right.
Let's go.
He was doing the Jews a favour by
Exactly.
killing them, and they're going to be reincarnated to better people.
And I tell you what,
That's what he thought.
Hitler did
No, we
lots
don't
of
believe that.
negative
No,
things,
I'm just
but
saying.
at the same time,
Why not what?
out of
Why not giving them the
negativity,
Jews
there
an
is some
opportunity
positivity that will come
to
out
die
of it.
and he can
Well,
be
If you are tolerant enough to see it through,
It's a deception.
you understand?
Well, for me,
I'm not saying he's a great person.
no.
Yeah?
No, what
But-
I'm saying
but
is,
at least-
look at what I'm saying.
yeah.
Vas, right?
Yes.
Yes,
YAZZ,
sorry.
yeah.
Brother, yes. Look at what I'm saying. What I'm saying is, would you replace your conscience with his one? If they put the two consciences on the table and say,
when you
swap
be-
it today, would you take that
when
one?
you believe in a creator, a superior, the first thing you will do, yeah, you need to appreciate who you are.
Yes.
When you appreciate who you are, you understand God, the creator, let's say the creator. You understand the creator, but before you can understand the creator, you need to understand yourself. And when
you are
you,
the creator,
hold on,
that's
hold on.
Yeah.
When you do understand yourself, you will not swap yourself by any other person, because then
Now
you know,
look at what I'm saying.
because
Look at what
then
I'm
you know
saying.
what you're worth.
Now look at what I'm saying. What we're doing right now, we're talking individual subjectives.
Yes, but
Which I'm trying not to do, because we're talking about global problems right now. What you and I think as
But,
an
yeah,
individual
yeah,
don't
you're-
really mean nothing to.
But that's all we
to-
can do.
No, it's not all we can do. Our book says
can
go.
agree.
Listen, our book says go you into
I,
all
I,
the world
I tell you something.
and teach.
Yeah.
But teach what though?
Teach truth
How do you teach truth?
like this.
Is this truth?
Yeah.
This is a conversation.
This is a
between-
conversation
Yeah.
that is creating
this
awareness.
This is a conversation.
Awareness.
No.
Millions of conversations like
This is a conversation of people who don't know,
Who don't what?
and they're talking as if they do know.
Yeah, but that's what truth does. Truth likes to inspect things.
Truth.
Yeah.
But truth is supposed to lead you to the author of truth.
Absolutely.
Jesus said, I'm the way, the truth,
And the life.
That's why we
Exactly.
preach Christ and Christ crucified.
Exactly. So
Always come back.
So, look, you see what we're doing right now? Yeah? They don't spend time doing this in government. They just make policies based on whoever conscience is at the top of the government.
Government.
Do we agree?
It's a business.
Well, we're not even trying to go into that. What we're saying is,
it's a system that is supposed to make money.
we understand
You
that.
understand?
But no. Hold on,
Yeah,
brother. Yes,
yeah.
brother. Yeah.
But hear me,
One by one.
how is this discussion helping the people you say that are going to be watching this? Because they've all heard this before.
Heard what?
So
Heard
what I
what?
have to do is push this further.
Go on. Go
This
on.
has to be pushed further.
You say what you
so
got to
that
say.
people can think. Otherwise,
Go
it's the
on.
same old conversation. That
No.
Why not?
There's a scripture that says, "Truth cometh by hearing." People got to hear it.
Faith.
Listen. Hold on, brother Anthony. But yeah, it has to be repeated.
No,
Time
no,
and
wait.
Excuse me?
No. I understand what you say because that's what you believe or
Not believe, it's
even though.
practiced
But
already.
what I'm thinking is, if you think about the idea of truth, if we look in the whole book, you said, what do you call it? The manual. What did you call it?
We call it a manual. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And so if we
Manual,
look in
yeah.
there about the truth.
Not the truth.
Truth.
Yeah.
Truth. Okay. So let's go by how it's written.
You're just
What is truth? The word truth, Truth.
Yeah.
Where does it appear in the Bible? What does it say when it mentions it? Because we
Brother,
can't make it up
Pete,
as we go along. We
brother.
can't make it up as we go along.
No, we're not making it up.
Right, that's
now,
what I'm trying to get from.
Now
That's
listen.
right. All right.
Listen. We read a scripture last week and maybe the week before.
Okay.
Yeah.
We
There's
are not in the truth. We are in the
Wait,
reality.
one at a time, Rasta.
hold on.
Oh, sorry.
Let me quote it.
No, just one card, man. What?
Let me quote it.
Yeah.
Psalms 119,
Go
verse
on.
142 says,
Go on.
your law is
Is-
everlasting. If your righteousness, the righteousness forever, and your law is true.
It's truth. Yeah. Now say it again slowly. 119. Yeah.
Verse 142.
Verse 42.
your righteousness.
Get the book
I'm
out.
quoting it.
No,
Your
no,
righteousness
once
is
we-
a righteousness
once we open
forever.
the book-
Ty,
and
give
your
me my
law
phone
is
so I
true.
can look online for a Bible scripture to show
You
you.
here, but I'm giving you the phone.
We are watching.
Brother Anthony, what we're doing, we're not trying to say because it's in the book that makes it right. Listen.
Okay.
Just listen.
Okay.
Just listen. We already started from the beginning.
Okay.
Man was made in the image of who? Come on.
Of his creator.
Come on.
Creator.
So
his creator.
yeah, the creator said.
But what-
Hold on. We're not arguing.
Okay.
Here. We're
But
just
I
trying
wanted to say something else to that.
Go on then. Go on.
It is true that it says that man was made in the image of God.
No. It wasn't said. He himself said
Okay,
it.
but doesn't it also says the true image is Christ?
Well, that's because you don't understand. That's
Oh,
hold
right.
on. Hold on.
So now we
You know, I didn't answer.
got something.
You know, I didn't. You haven't got anything. You haven't got anything yet.
We're gonna have quotes now.
You want to read it? Come on, then. Come on.
the true image
Now
of the
listen.
living God.
What we're trying to explain.
So when it says true, should we look at what's true then?
We will.
Okay.
We will. We're not saying we won't.
Okay.
We didn't want to open Bible only.
Okay.
Because we don't want
wanna
people to
open
just.
the
We
Quran
don't
as
want people to only say, because it's in the Bible, it's truth.
Right.
Everything that's in the book was observed first.
How do you mean? Oh, okay. Well,
Everything in the book was observed and known to be truth before they can put it there. Otherwise, it won't make,
I
it
have
still won't
a
make
problem
sense.
with this word truth, and I'll explain why. As
Yeah,
we
but
go
let's
along.
let's read that.
explain
Let's
as we go
read
along.
that book first. Let's read it.
Psalm 119, verse 42, verse 142, yeah? Thy righteousness is an everlasting righteousness, and thy...
How long should it be the righteous? Do you all know what righteousness is? I know you don't. I know you don't. Sorry, family. I just know you don't.
You're talking,
Now
to,
listen.
you're talking to Anthony that. You're saying that.
Yeah, I know. It's not Anthony. I'm asking you,
Beautiful,
Anthony. I know
beautiful.
you don't. Go on, tell me. Come
this
on,
gonna
do it
be
quick.
good.
Uncle, hold on. Do it sharp. Do it sharp. Go on, do it sharp. Do you know what righteousness is?
Oh yes. I'm
No,
afraid
just
I
because
do.
the book will fall on
We'll
deaf
get there.
ears.
We'll get there. Don't worry, we'll get
Righteousness means doing the things which are right.
Exactly.
there. Really?
And that's all it is.
Come on, man.
Really?
Oh, there you go. You know, I said I know you don't know. Because people think righteousness is not drinking alcohol. They think righteousness is not having sex until you get married. That's what they think. Righteousness just means doing what's right.
If you give me
like
my-
you go to your
Don't give
car.
me this phone. Don't give me
I
this phone.
can look up the
Don't give me this
scriptures
phone.
myself.
Don't give me this phone. 'Cause it is not right.
They want to go into scripture.
No, because I need to. If you're bringing up that, I need to be able to read it.
We're reading the book.
But I'll read it.
Let's
with
back
my-
it. Let's back it up. Let's back it up.
That
He
is
wa-
right.
he
No,
wants
you
to
give it back
read
your
it
phone, so it
himself.
is right, did it?
That's
You give it
right,
back your
innit?
phone.
No,
But I want you to remember. Listen.
It's right to
listen
give you
very
the phone,
carefully.
innit?
I want you to know that you said I don't know.
You already
I want
answered,
that to
innit?
be noted. That's
Yeah,
all.
you don't need that. You don't need
Psalm
that.
100 Psalm
Finish that.
119.
Finish that
Verse-
scripture.
verse 140.
Your righteousness is what?
This is a conversation, right?
Ah, we know. Yeah.
All
of
right,
course, of
all
course.
right.
Thy righteousness,
Listen, Anthony.
thy righteousness is an everlasting righteousness.
Now, do you know what that means? Now, listen. Hold on.
I'm in
on.
agreement with that.
Yeah. But what we want to explain is this, because don't forget, we were asking Brother Yaz. We were talking to Brother Yaz before you left and came back. That if our Creator made us, not that if, He did, all right? He made us, and He made us for a certain reason, yeah? And we are like a tool for Him to do what He wants to do. Like a phone maker makes the phone. This phone, everything that's right for this phone to function right has to be adhered to for this phone to function right. Is that clear enough?
Yes.
For this phone to continue being in its righteous state of mind, i.e. you switch it on, it switches on. You want to use the calculator, it comes on.
Google.
You want to, everything you want to do, it comes on at the right time, yeah? You don't charge it for 10 hours, it serves you for 5 minutes. You know that's not right. You know something is what? Wrong, yeah? How do you put it right? You go back to the book, called the manual, innit? Now, we are malfunctioning on the face of the earth right now. We are seriously malfunctioning. But nobody thinks, let's go back to the manual.
That's right.
Yes,
People
yes,
are choosing their own righteousness, i.e., Brother Anthony might be in a better. Brother Anthony might be able to smoke 5 packets of cigarette a day, and still function better than me, because he can handle that. He says it's right for him. I might be a murderer, chopping people's heads off every single day, but because I can get away with it, I say what? It's right for me. The British Empire might steal the whole world and put it in their back pocket, and nobody can challenge them. And they say, what? That's right for me. And everybody goes on and on and on. Moses said, you know what? Creator, I'm going to smash these tablets on the floor because that's how I feel. It's right for him, but for the Creator, what? It's not right.
But so that's
Now
what-
listen, righteousness simply then means finish the thing. Your righteousness is an everlasting one, i.e. we need to continue to do it for eternity.
I don't.
Now, listen.
I don't agree,
forget,
but we'll
but
see.
you come to your time.
Okay,
you
let
come
him
to your
finish
time.
it, yeah.
It's an eternal righteousness, yeah.
Everlasting.
Not only for this world. He says it's an eternal one, which means when we get into the new kingdom, we have to do what? Still continue it. So how are we gonna subjectivize it here? Finish the book.
So it's
Sorry.
a continuous state of
Direct.
being.
We got to, because it's institutional. Read on. Read on. Yeah, sorry. Yeah, go
Thy
on.
righteousness is an everlasting righteousness.
Everlasting.
And thy law.
Thy what?
Law.
Thy what?
Law.
Thy parliament.
Law.
Thy group of everybody saying his
Law.
own thing. People choosing how they feel.
Thy law.
It's a law. It's there.
Thy law is what?
It's
Thy law is the truth.
Thy law is truth. That's it. Now his law, how it is for so everlasting, shouldn't change for us.
So what's the law?
We will find out as soon as everybody here understands this concept first. The law for the Ferrari shouldn't change. The German Mercedes, they have a law for the paint they put on the body. They say it should last 10 years.
Standard, yeah.
They say it should last 10 years.
The engine.
No, just the skin, the paint, corrosion, rust, yeah, and so on and so forth. They've painted it to an exact measure to know that it should serve you in Africa, in Europe, in Italia, in Sweden. It should last you 10 years before you start to notice, not any circumstance, but you know what we're talking about. You won't put your head under the train and say any circumstance, would you? Would you, brother? You wouldn't do that.
Reasonably acceptable.
Reasonably under the train. It wouldn't be under the train, innit? You keep your head away from danger.
Have you made your point?
No, but what we want to get to is that a fair fact is to say our Creator has His way. Don't forget, we're not saying God. We're saying the one who created everything.
You're saying creator. I ain't
It's
saying
in the
that
book.
yet.
It's in the book. We can find it in the book.
Okay.
The Creator who created all things that we know as life, yeah, that we see around us, we see within us. He has a law governing all those things. He says it's eternal. What you have to do is righteous to keep them like that. That has to be eternal. Because listen, brothers, listen, we're not fighting, we're examining stuff. He says everything that he has is an eternal one. So he says, come to me that I might give you what? Eternal life. Eternal life. He's not saying 3.5 years life.
Eternal life within the laws that I give you.
No, the laws that he gives you helps you to keep it that way.
But
There's no freedom. Where's the freedom then?
Oh, no,
Guys,
hold on.
Let
We're talking different things. So his law is what? His law is truth. Now what is truth?
Whoa. No, really?
What really?
His law is truth.
Yeah.
How'd you get that?
How do we get what?
How do you get law is truth?
We just read it if that's what you're saying.
No, that law and truth. They're not,
His
they're
law.
not synonymous.
No.
They're not
Listen, Brother Anthony.
Yeah.
His law, not any law.
But it doesn't. Law and truth can't get together.
They are together.
No.
It means
Okay.
No.
We're gonna leave it there for now, so somebody else
Let me
can
just
speak.
read. Let me just
Yeah,
read. Let
exactly.
me read this.
Make your point. Don't debunk ours. Make yours first. Then debunk. Yeah? Make yours.
Content over everything from your argument.
Man, say it straight. Man, don't listen to BBC. Man, don't listen to ITV.
Because you asked the question
Listen.
again, so we want to repeat it again so that it's clear again how we need to now re-establish the righteousness. It's not by what I say, him or me. It's that's what we said when the brother Yaz was here. How we who were made by a creator, if we want to become right, we have to go back to him. That's what we said. Yeah. So read it again just so people remember.
I'm still confused. How do we go back to him? I'm really.
So the question now is how do we keep the law?